Excuse me, for the break. It's just I have boys. I don't need to say anything more. 4 or 5, or 4, 6 now. Yeah, so we hear a lot of disturbance. But going back to where I was supposed to say, I had released him, and in such a very authentic way, because I still had feelings for that person. I had to block them from my social media, and I had to physically tell him, I'm going to delete your number. So he understands that. I will never see if he read my message or not, and I don't care, because the way I see it is you have to stay firm on who you are, and even if it's at the cost of losing, that's the thing, you won't lose. Like, you're never losing. If you have a mentality of I'm never losing, what is for me will always be for me. So if this person is not showing up to me today, tomorrow, or the next day, this is not for me, and that's okay. That doesn't, I'm not going to get less ever. I've never got less. I told you, God always gives you more. So it's like, I was always limiting me. So you're limiting yourself by saying, you know what, by focusing on your followers or your viewers or whatever that gives us that happiness, that instant gratification, that we're important and that everybody can see us. And it's like, that gives us this validation that everybody needs since childhood, right? We always need to be validated and feel that validation. And when we get that validation, we want more of it, more of it, more of it. And to the point where it's like, you crave the validation more than you crave the action that you're doing for it. And so that's the society we're living in right now, is we're craving just validation, not in the actions. It's like all about when we can get that instant. And I just, before I did my little thing, I would say, yes, let it go globally, but I meant in my mind globally. Will I get my abundance from that? Sure. But will it help people get to alchemy is more important. So even if I only get one view, whoever that one person is, gosh, I hope there was a message here to help you, to change your life like all the other people before me helped me. And it's like my way of giving back to you guys is saying my aha moments in a video, so you can recognize that you've had them. You're just nervous about this new journey, or you're just unsure that you're still going through your worthiness, like I was forever, basing me on my salary, my looks, my appearance. This is just a facade. This isn't who I am. This is the body that God gave me to give these messages to you. But inside, there's a soul. There's a person that genuinely wants you to know. I've cried more nights asleep than I should have in my entire life. And there were tears of pain and hurt from people who have abandoned me, people who have held me all night and said sweet things that they cared for me and left me within the dawn. People that took up and took all their stuff. People who died. One moment hanging out with the next heart attack. We never get to do karaoke again. It's like every day is a gift. And so the first thing I do is I do think about myself and what I want to do with this gift. And right now, abundance is what I was focusing on for my family, and then I let it go and said, I don't need to focus it on anymore because it's here. And the epiphany happened, I need to focus on my gifts, which is telling these messages to you guys, so you guys can realize that once you free your mind of any expectation, and just know that whatever comes in your pathway is always for your highest good, whether it seems bad right there. And I'm telling you, getting heartbroken this week was not easy. Just like falling for somebody wasn't. You know, it's not easy to envision someone to be there, and then all of a sudden to have it taken out. And it's almost like it's God's ultimate alchemic I'm making up voices. I'm making up words. Ultimate. I don't know. Alchemistic. There's my word, right? Alchemistic way of saying, have you transcended from I don't know, a page, just a 3D ego person, to a alchemist, to a high priestess, to a hierophant, to have you transcended to that type of level of understanding that everything that comes in your way is for your highest good, whether it seems bad or not. I've had so many tragedies in my way that have made me this soul person right now, and I'm so grateful for it. I would have never done this road or that road for those heartaches that came in and I thought were unbearable. I want to go and say with that, if you could just think about that heartbreak of that person, or that job situation, or it's going to be that person that broke your heart. Think that they were not breaking it intentional. That vibrationally you were no longer a match. That vibrationally, if they genuinely did feel the love that you felt, then they will be right back. And you'll be able to accept it. It's not going to be a complex thing. But you can't stop loving and can't stop believing in miracles for one person or for one situation. Because in the blink of an eye, the universe can grant you whatever it is you want, as long as you know you are worthy of it and accept it. So one thing I had to say today is I would I would start saying, things as such as like, things are difficult because I'm a single mom, and now that I'm a single mom, dating is, like, I started having these single mom thoughts, and I was like, whoa. That single mom was the universe's choice. My marriage didn't work because I wasn't with my Two of Cups. This isn't I told you, this is not a typical message. This is to say that I'm sorry, this is going to sting, trigger. Whoever you're with right now, if you have a question in particular, is this person my Two of Cups or not? Then it's no. There's a Two of Cups coming into your life right now, and it's not who you're with. Because the direct message I have is to, if you are truly going to be an alchemist, if you truly clicked on this video to see what is to come, then you need to blindly let go of the doubt. And if you're here asking a question, trust me, I've watched tarot videos for the past 2 years when I lost my twin flame, because I had to ask if they were coming back. Well, if I keep asking if they're coming back, then that means I'm saying to the universe that they are far away, that they're not connected, that we're not connected, that this is all in my head, they're far away in a different island, or they're dating someone else, like, they're detached from me. So I'm telling the universe that I'm asking if they're coming back because I don't believe that they are. And that's the trick about alchemy, is like it sounds so easy when you fully 100% believe. And that's why you have to be honest with yourself. If I really believed that my soulmate, my twin flame, was coming back, I want you to watch a video every day about that. And trust me, sometimes it wasn't about him. And this is how I knew he was my twin flame. Let me clarify before we get those nasty comments, which I will never read. I probably will never read any of your comments. No offense to everybody who ever watches this. Reason being is because, I'm going to be really frank, if we are meant to have a message if you and I are, reader, meant to meet one day because you want to seek my guidance,